here, things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this guy Pedro Neto is a real footballing thoroughbred, Peter, and I'm a huge fan of his direct style. There's a genuine intensity and aggression in everything he does, but that doesn't seem to diminish his creative output at all. He goes...
Shot a goal! And it's a goal! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Zaire Emery. That's really well manoeuvred. And here's Neves. Kvaratskhelia in acres of space out wide. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Dembele. Kvaratskhelia. And here's Neves. Vitinha. It's hoisted clear. Correa forwards and with intent. João Pedro. And it's Caicedo. Pedro Neto. And here's Neto. Vitinha. Pacho. Vitinha. Mendes. Gently done. James, Gusto, now it's Palmer, and that's been well dealt with. Chance!
Caicedo usually is so good from that range, he didn't quite connect as he can though.
And it's Doué, Vitinha, Fernandes, João Pedro. Zabani does really well to win the ball there. And they can counter here. Kvaratskhelia. There's the shot! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Palmer. That is good strength. Caicedo takes the shot! Best to keep it in play here. Tries a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
goes back. Doué was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Germain, aim forwards. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. He has found the way through. Hit into the middle. Only partially clear. Paris Saint-Germain suffering an early setback and looking to reel it back in.
Well, I would think, Peter, that this team needs help from the experience within, and that should help begin the recovery at least.
And it's been taken short. Plenty waiting in the middle. Proves too strong. Well, the defence proved infallible. And the shot! And he hits the net! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
So that's 2 now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Oh, just skips past his man. Kvaratskhelia. And he's heaved it away. Clearly not happy with that. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Nuno Mendes tries a cross. Caicedo shifted upfield. Looking to break at pace. Zabani. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And it's Neves. Cleared away. Fernandes. Could move up a gear here. He can run onto that. Calmly anticipates. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And he's onside. Nuno Mendes. Vitinha moved on forwards. Doué, now he's off and running. Hakimi. And he's managed to get free. He's there to get rid. Kvaratskhelia. Nuno Mendes. That's a throw. And it's Vitinha. João Neves. And here's Dembele. Real chance! Goal! Right back in the game. He has given that a lot back.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Adebayo. And it's played forward. He's found a way through. Hakimi does really well there, strong defending. Zaire Emery aimed forwards. That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. They're not going to make any further progress now. And here's Doué. Steps in, and that's the end of that. Adebayo. Chalobah. Moved on forwards. Caicedo. And it's been played through. Pedro Neto. Looking for a decent ball in. Succumbs to the pressure. Zabarnyi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And they've got rid. James. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Oh, they could be caught out here. That looks a good cross. Caicedo played out to the left flank. Cross. Oh, smashing header! That is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Zaire Emery. Vitinha. João Neves. Kvaratskhelia. Nuno Mendes. Kvaratskhelia. Mendes played in. Goes for a shot! This is takes a shot! Now it's Pedro Neto. Now then, the ball's come loose. Adebayo. Lovely, now then. Fernandes. It's Vitinha. Out towards the flank. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Vitinha goes short. That is lovely. Hakimi played out towards the right wing. Zaire Emery. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Do have a chance to counter here. Caicedo. Now it's Fernandes. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Now that's well done, really robust. Tries a measured ball. Doué. Chance to play it in. Doué, Zaire, and the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
He's shifting through the gears here. Zabarnyi gets across to intercept that. Pedro Neto is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
João Neves, Kvaratskhelia, and here's Dembele. Dembele! That's a simple one for the keeper. That's really well manoeuvred. Nice physical challenge. Hakimi forwards and with intent. Adebayo. Paris Saint-Germain, time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Cucurella shifted upfield. And it's Cucurella. Caicedo. Fernandes. And here's Neto. That's a good run down the left. Cucurella crosses. Keeper has taken decisive action. Hakimi gently done. He is through here. Solid defending, refused to be outmuscled. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. Pacho. Aim forwards. Zabani. Vitinha. He's beaten the last man. Dembele. Zaire Emery. Doué. And here's He's had a shot! Well, the ball's come. There could be danger here. Kvaratskhelia. Reprieved, albeit perhaps momentary. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's João Pedro. And here's Fernandes. And here's Neto. Vitinha cuts it out. Chance here to counter. That's been won straight back. That's Dembele. Adebayo. Chalobah. He's got away. And he's there to get it away. João Neves. And here's Dembele. And the counter is on. Now it's Fernandes. James. Now it's João Pedro. And the finish! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Zaire Emery. Cucurella is there and he can get that clear. So what can they make of this? João Pedro tries to dink it through. Now it's Palmer. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Now it's João Pedro, and a chance! Ooh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. Leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter.
And we're underway again.
Paris Saint-Germain can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Hakimi concedes a free kick for that. And it's Caicedo. Well, that is rather wayward.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Fernandes plays it short. So who's he picking out? Fernandez. Here's Fernandez. Pedro Neto. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Dembele. João Neves. Long ball upfield. He's shifting through the gear. Dembele! And shots! He scores! Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms. Sanchez, some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
This has become one superb game of football.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Gusto. Can he get onto this? Palmer. And it's Gusto. That's an excellent interception. Vitinha.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Moved on forwards. Gusto. And here's Palmer. Muscular approach does pay off here. Well, they could break here. Zaire Emery. João Neves. João Neves closing in on goal. Corner it is. James can get it clear. Very nicely done. And it's played forward. Now, what about a counter-attack? Cucurella. Cucurella forwards with intent. Over to the left. Pedro Neto. And that has been cleared. They've played it short. That'll be a throw. Oh, super find. With Dembele. It's Dembele! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Well, that was all about the quality of the ball, wasn't it? It couldn't have been placed any better.
James. Gusto. And it's Fernandez. And here's Palmer. Fernandez. And here's Palmer. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. And there's his chance to lead the counter.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Played towards the front line. Palmer is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And it's played in here. Overhits and out of play. Pedro Neto, it's a delicate pass. Hakimi goes forward. Gusto. And he cuts out the supply.
Clearly reached a level of comfort in this half. Why not use the impetus to plough on?
And here's Neto.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Time to deliver. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Safonov gets it clear. João Pedro. Palmer. Palmer. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. João Neves wins the duel this time. Tacho is there and he can get that clear. Nuno Mendes. And it's Vitinha. Gusto cuts out the pass. James. Adebayo. Chalobah. Gusto. Palmer. Gusto. James. Chalobah. Nuno Mendes. Out to the left it goes. He's found a way through. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Pedro Neto. It's a loose ball. It's a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. James. James shifted upfield. Nuno Mendes. It's Neves. That looks a good ball. He can get that clear. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Palmer. Mendes gets into thwart him. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Nicely intercepted. Chalobah. Adebayo. That's really well manoeuvred. Gusto looking to hit the byline here. Gusto. Oh, that's neat. That has been knocked clear. Gusto. Oh, what a climb! And kept out by the most elastical save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Neto. Cucurella. Mendes can get it clear. Now it's Pedro Neto. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket, it's just a stern lecture. Mendes. Dembele being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, he continually breaks the lines and gets himself into terrific positions.
Chalobah. Cucurella shifted upfield. He has found a way through. Pedro Neto. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Comes to the pressure. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. That's a booking, always looked in.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. Obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
It's Gusto.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And the shots! That's off target and by quite a way.
Just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Strong and determined. Zaire Emery. Paris Saint-Germain couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Proves too strong. Hakimi aimed forwards.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Knocks it out wide. It's gone out for a throw-in. And here's Neves. Nuno Mendes. Crunching tackle. Played into the middle. James gets rid without sophistication. And it's Mendes. Nice physical challenge.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Has found him in acres of space. A heavy challenge. Real chance, Palmer! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Throw it. Palmer puts a cross in. Danger. Ball's played through. James.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Oh, super find. It's the day! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps in the back.
Fernandez, spread out to the left.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And there's green grass ahead of him.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Fernandez. Pretty clear, it is a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. The players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He's had a crack. Oh, it's come loose. Nice touch. Gusto puts a cross in. Deftly away. Chalobah. Toma. João Neves.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Attempts a clearance.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Caicedo, gently done.
They're making life really hard for themselves. The ball needs to be in the mixer, not there.
He is through here. Oh, that's well done, really robust. It's Dembele. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, sweet feet. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Adebayo gets over and intercepts. Out to the right. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Kvaratskhelia, and he's managed to get free. It's Doué. Doué's cross. And he's there to clear it. Here's Doué. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. James. And it's played forward. That's a nicely weighted pass. And there goes the final whistle. Good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. What are your thoughts on today's game then?